Hey guys, it's Maxer here. Welcome to this study on who is actually the scariest motherfucker in Hip Mike, featuring Ramona's hidden thigh muscles, Jakurai's secret status as a whip, and more. Now there's a disclaimer, BMI is not in any means the end-all and be-all in determining body shape, but higher BMIs generally indicate higher amounts of fat or muscle. It's not a very helpful tool, I can tell you that. But it can be funny if we ignore the common sense. Collected data, there are three categories: fucking wimps, average Joes, and big boys who are the WWE wrestlers of Hip Mike. To start off, the king of the fucking wimps is Saburo with a BMI of 17.7, which means he's one of those teenage boys who consume as much food as he can per day as a typical baby elephant, and yet he never gains a gram. I shudder to think about Ichiro's grocery bill. Interestingly, Jakurai also falls into the fucking wimps with a BMI of 18.1, suggesting that he was probably a lean bastard to begin with, and has since fallen off the workout routine after giving up the hitman job. The average Joes comprise of 50% of the characters and fall in the range of 90 to 20, so it's safe to assume that this is the average build for Japanese men in the Hip Mike universe. In order from least to greatest, here are the following: 14th Moon, Fox Eyes, Please Leave Me Alone, Screaming Salaryman, Yakuza, Liar Liar Pants on Fire, I'm 19 and I cannot read, and a policeman, Ichiro Yamada, and of course, Izanami Hikumi. Please pay careful attention to Gentaro of all people being beefier than freaking Samatoki of all people. Now from here on out, we are in the big boys category, the kind you don't want to accidentally piss off. It can't be that bad, you say. Well, bring up the rear on this list is Rio at 20.3, who looks like this in canon, so I'm afraid it's that bad. Up next is Ramada Mamura at 20.4. After cosplaying as him a few times, I'm fairly certain you can hide anything under those clothes, so it's quite possible Ramada is supporting a little tum-tum. However, after speaking with Dr. Mango Sketch, who has a PhD in ass physics, who said, and I quote, "Ramada has an ass so fat Nicki Minaj is envious of its ass." I'd like to submit to the scientific community that Mr. Amamura has junk in the trunk, and that junk is pure muscle. Ramada is nothing but glutes and thighs. This man is a walking leg day with calves so sharp you could cut diamonds on them. Next up on the list is Kuko at 20.5, and I'm not really surprised, since once again his clothing is loose enough to fit a small cavalry unit in. Hip Mike's next biggest threat is Rosho Tsujimori at 20.8, which shouldn't come as no surprise either. What is shocking is the jump from here to Hitoya at 21.5. Imagine being in court and the defense attorney strips off his jacket and leaves the table to beat the shit out of you for perjury. This is some ace attorney level shit. Moral of the story is that Jakurai needs to stop pissing up people in the big boys category if he wants to live to see 40. Second to last is Rei at 21.9, which I'm prepared to accept. His pectoral muscles suggest that he can unscrew a head from a neck with little trouble. This is an omen for post-pubescent Saburo. So far, the largest jump is 0.9 from Jakurai to Jushi. So, the jump from Rei tits as big as Ichijuku Mayado to, of all people, Dice Arisugawa being 3 times that is horrifying. Dice measures in at 177 centimeters and 77 kilograms for a BMI of 24.6, which means he's got to be packing it away somewhere. He could be hiding a little chub under that shirt, right? Wrong. We've seen him almost naked and that dude is lean as fuck. He also seems to be lacking nipples, but that's another issue. This means with his BMI, Dice is worth 1.4 Saburos. This is 77 kilograms of pure muscle. He could lift Ramada and fling him into the sun. He's a bull, a wall, an unstoppable force, and an unmoving object at the same time. The only thing that is preventing him from reaching through the screen and destroying us all is his infinite mercy. Why is he so much more ripped than the rest of the cast? How is this poor young man with a gambling addiction beefier than the elite soldier? I wish I had answers. In conclusion, things would have ended much differently if Battle was a fist fight.